was working on this project for the past year, and also Matthew, and also Kathleen, best, because this project is organizations, and I really like, I should, I don't have to stand there, right?
You can take the mouse over there.
Technology amazes me, yes.
Yeah.
No?
We'll just scroll.
Scroll. Yes. So, what is quality assurance in training? It is a project grant that we got under strategic partnership from the former Youth in Action, which is today Erasmus+. The project started in 2014 March, and it is finishing now this month, actually in 15th December. It was a grant submitted as a joint cooperation between Azure Europe, BEST, and Youth for Exchange and Understanding. The project grant is co-financed by each organization to 50%, and it offers also 50% travel reimbursement for the participants of the event. I guess you heard about it. This is the cool part. So, the main objective of the project, it was built on the quality assurance framework and its indicators, which I will talk about a little later. And it was also a way to improve the impact measurement processes in the organizations. Within the framework of these training courses, there were around 220 multipliers trained. And each training event tried to adopt the quality assurance framework to its own tailored needs. So basically, also the trainers who were participants at these events became multipliers because they also gathered a lot of knowledge, not only on the thematic fields of the training, but also on quality assurance itself. So this is the
Digital.
as well, internet, everything. We still have books nowadays. Explain but not establish a common framework, because there is no common framework when it comes to quality assurance. Each organization has its own different bodies, different training system, and this is why the manual itself is a nice guide that also contains a lot of exercises. You can start using it. You can also, by answering the questions, you can get the input and you can tailor the framework to your own needs, which is pretty cool. And these are the sub-indicators that were developed during each training event. Oh, yeah, happy people. Training for trainers in Budapest. So, there were 11 quality indicators, and we are going to go through only a few. I promise it's not going to be boring. So, the first one is assessing the needs and the needs of the learners and society. So basically answering the question, why are you organizing the training event itself? In each training they found out that there was a very diverse group of participants with different needs, some of them not even understanding why they are attending. It was mostly curiosity. So this is why sometimes it was very hard to tailor for them the events program and the agenda. And this is why the sub-indicator could be that you have to take a more individual approach, individual-based approach when it comes to assessing the needs. It's very difficult, but it's really worth it for the learning experience of the participants. Then, that the objectives should be reflected in the non-formal education scheme for a training course. Capturing the individual objectives and assessing it into the overall objectives. Sub-indicator to clearly implement these needs. Third, about the methodology. Fourth, about the resources. Some more happy people. And there were 5, 6, 7, and 8 is everything that can occur when you're planning and organizing a training course. The manual itself actually, I found it also serves as a very good checklist basically on what are the basic things that you should keep an eye out for when you're preparing an event, executing an event, and then the evaluation part, which is usually the most important, but sometimes it's neglected because the event is done and okay, we are done with it. When the evaluation part would be sometimes the most important. So this is what is detailed even more in the indicators, how the learners influence, how the learners understand, and the evaluation. And again, the Bible, in case you forgot. Any questions by any chance? It's early morning, I will take it early now.
The presentation.
I'm sorry, what?
After all, so that we actually can read it and see what it means. Okay.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure like how deep I should go into it. This is why I was showing you the manual already exists, but I don't know how much time we have. He's the boss.
Still 10 minutes.
Awesome. So,
Fast speaker.
you want to go through each and every one of them like again?
So I think the
she asked if we can get the presentation afterwards so that we can read it by ourselves when we sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah, and also probably some short summary, or probably if the handbooks were made after each project or something, so that we can learn about it.
Yeah,
Because like I think I'm the only person representing YU here, and YU is one of the organizations which made it happen.
yeah.
So I kind of am responsible for bringing it back.
Yeah. I mean, okay, there will be one booklet produced out of all training events of the best collection of best practices, and we had multiple meetings with Tamara, so it's like, sorry for not inviting you here on behalf of YU. It's Tamara who knows about the process and how it's proceeding with gathering the best practices. So yes, there will be a booklet which will be available for everyone to read. What were the outcomes, like first explaining what this purple thing is about, and then what were the outcomes of the trainings themselves. Which I think would be pretty interesting, especially for a trainers community to see. So then we are just not going to go through again with a lot of text. But if you really want to, we can do it. No, I don't see too much. We're just going to.
Just a question.
Yes.
What was, for you, what was the most engaging, for all four of you, what was the most engaging part of all this huge project? Like, okay, there were like 5 or 6 projects, right?
6 training courses and 1 training
Yes.
forum.
So what was the most influential one for you? Developing. Other than this one, which was also one.
I mean, for me, I'm hoping it will actually be this event. I'm hoping that's not too. I hope that's not too cliche. But, I mean, the previous events were basically these smaller training events where you have 20, well, quite new people which are getting trained on various areas. But the point of the project was actually that with these small projects, we get to know the organizations, we collect best practices, and the point of the trainers forum is actually to really dig down deep into them and disseminate it. So I'm hoping that this one will have the biggest impact. And also, this is the only one that I'm actually present at. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, we were mainly involved in the framework and setting up and making these events happen, but those who did the real work were the trainers who were present on the events. And I'm very happy to see a lot of them also present here today. So I've been just seeing all of the events happen, I think, was the main thing for me.
Also, I agree with Mathieu, but at the same time, this question is also what kind of impact are we looking for? So if you look at individual impact, then probably most of the events influence the trainers, both the participants, and there are a lot of people more active in our organizations, etc. But for the in the bigger concept of how this project in general can affect our organizations, and I also hope that this will be the one that when we bring this back to our organizations and be the multipliers on our own.
Also, the core team, I think, has some pretty strong vibes regarding this, how we are trying to build a community of trainers here, and how also future cooperations would be possible, and it would be really beneficial for a lot of our organizations. And actually, Quad is just one of the good examples of how it can be done also. So I also really hope that, at least this is my expectation, I also haven't taken part in any of the training events. My expectation is that really to meet people here who would be interested in also continuing in something like this work. And maybe we can apply for another grant next year. It's up to us and the commitment of the organizations who are interested. So, any other questions regarding this forum quality assurance framework? Pretty purple handbook? No? Okay, then I would like to show you one more thing because this is an important part of our thing. Oh, you had a question?
No, I wanted to ask, but it's okay.
So, after the event, you're going to receive the standardized reimbursement form that was prepared for this event. And it's very important, our financial director told me to make it very clear for everyone that when you fill it in, you need to save it and send it to treasurer@ig.org, the digital version. And then the envelope with all the original bills for the travels, it needs to be sent to the head office of IG Europe. And the address you can find on our website, ig.org. Yes.
Electronic tickets, any major, how to ensure that I send original electronic ticket? It basically doesn't exist anymore.
Which company was it? And then you might
Don't tell it out loud and it will be fine, no one will notice.
You have to print something and then sign it or something, but
Yeah, I can help you get it. Don't worry.
this is exactly why I'm making it very clear that we need also printed copy, not only electronic versions. So then you can also sign it or something, but we need for documentation, for bookkeeping. We need it. We really need it. So, and then we also prepared a survival guide for filling in the reimbursement form, because the reimbursement form is, I think, 2.5 pages long or something like that. There's a lot of these confusing blocks and everything, so just in case we have a survival guide that we're also going to send it to you. So it's going to be very clear everything, how it could be done, and then it's fast and it's efficient, and we are all happy. So, yes, and in case you have any questions related to the project or anything regarding this, you can write to us, projects@ig.org or headoffice@ig.org. And best contact details, I'm not sure about if they would like to receive it. But in case there is anything quad related, we will also consult with Best and Why. So, if there are no more questions, then I can.
For Best, you can send to spam@best. As I told you, there are many people we are grateful to that this event is happening, and the ones which will not be that much visible during the event, but really doing super awesome hard work also before the event, being there, seeing them, is the local Best group Milan, which is hosting us here. I would like to ask the president of LBG Milan and the main organizer of the event as well, which is here, to tell a few words for us.
I'm Matteo, president of LBG Milan.
I'm Paolo, the main organizer.
Happy birthday!
Well, I was going to say that we were really hoping to prepare a nice speech for this moment, because it would have been a nice occasion to deliver a nice speech, but it was a really intense week for us. So all we managed to get was the brainstorming. So we just share with you the brainstorming we did. Another obstacle we encountered was that today was my birthday. So last night was quite intense for him.
Yeah.
So we were not nice to him. But anyways, there are a few things we'd like to say. For starters, we'd like to thank the core team and you guys for believing in us, in organizing this event, and for being here. It's a great occasion. We've loved working with you guys. It was fantastic. And how we will still be for the next 5 days. I will want to kill each other with them. And so we'd like to thank you for that. We would like to congratulate everybody who had part in bringing this event back to life, because it was a shame that it didn't happen for a few years. It's a really powerful event. This event, I guess most of you are familiar with the Best vision and power diversity. And this event really, you can really see the vision of Best through this event. We are here trainers from all around Europe, not we, but you. From all around Europe, from all associations, just sharing knowledge and experience. And that is what Best is all about. So again, we are really honored to host this and excited, and I think it's going to be awesome for both you guys and us. And what's the last thing we wanted to say is a wish for you guys. We hope for ourselves and for you to, of course, learn something during this event. Of course, we will. But the thing is, we hope you will learn something unexpected, something that you weren't expecting to learn. Because, I mean, of course, you're going to learn about, the workshops and the training sessions. But what's really powerful, in my experience in an event, is when you learn something you weren't expecting to learn, and that changes your vision a little bit. And if that happens to any of you, even just a little bit, it will impact you for the rest of your life in a way. So that's it. That's what our wish for you guys. Even though Paolo is a bit tired after being So again, thank you. Congratulations.
have a few announcements for you, which is sort of like logistics stuff. We have the session division, the one which I mentioned to you on the email. You can find it just behind this wall. And as I told you, once you want to switch the sessions, you can do that. There are some owners of the sessions which are bolded over there, and you can just talk with them and switch them. Not just like you can assign to random sessions by yourselves, because you can screw up things for some of the owners of the sessions when they prepare for an exact amount of people. That's the first thing. The second thing is that today we would like to invite all the workshop leaders or the workshop and training owners, so the guys I just mentioned, in here in the Phoenix room at 1:30, so it is in the middle of the lunch, because there are a few things we want to share with you, like how your outcomes. Actually, this is like all of you mostly. There's so many sessions. The next thing is that we've prepared a very nice thing that will happen during this event. There is a huge wall just over there in the room, and you can write all mentioned in the bucket list on this wall of your photo, and it will be out of background later on. No, it's not that. There are some envelopes prepared by the organizers. We would like to ask you to make them awesome and make them connected to you. Simply. And then kind of sharing room in the dining room will be a sharing. So please stick it to the. We will have some announcements. It will be on the wall, and we'll room. It is opposite of getting the food. Once you will have them, after this is done, mess it up, make our room beautiful. You should find red wall in our dining room, just somewhere around the place you take food from. In your welcome packs, you received 2 cents book, like my 2 cents. Did you check it? So the idea behind this is that keep it always with you. It's very small, so you can just like put it in your pocket, or today in my. Anyways, you can keep it close to you all the time. And whenever you'll find a good idea for Trainers Forum, for the community, for sharing, for anything, write it down. We will collect them by the end of the event, and we'll make a huge mind map out of all the ideas we'll gather here. Yeah. Some Italian. Can you translate it?
Questions.
You have some questions? For the logistics, you know everything? I think, I didn't mention. So about the rooms. This is the Phoenix room, Phoenix nest. Behind me, there is Eagle's nest. Then on the first floor, there is an owl, Swan's nest. You can find where is the training just across the room from the place you take food from. There is, like it's also said, like which session is where. In case you will need something today, from the core team, it is Yanis who's taking care of the day. So if there will be something missing for your session, we will arrange it quickly. Yeah, and now my 2 cents. I would like to invite back 3 persons again here, if I can. This is the last of this thing. We were working for this event for 8 months now. I checked, it is very up-to-date numbers. It is 1,460 mails we exchanged regarding Trainers Forum. It is, which is maybe not, I'm not proud of, because we created 210 Google documents for this event. I think we established 6 strong relationships here. And just the reason why I brought you here now is because I think you are a raw example of how the commitment for the Trainers Forum could look like. I'm very proud that I could have worked with you. I'm very happy and very lucky to have people like you standing in the first row in the things we are gonna do here, creating the community of trainers from cross-organizational, international, Europe-based, Europe-based people. And if you're first in a row, it means you get some gifts, you get some prizes. So this is it. So cute. You can unpack them.
It was not expected, huh?
The reason why I give it to you at the beginning is that I hope those birds
Yeah.
I hope that those birds will get a deeper meaning throughout all the event for you, that you will get all the remarkable memories thanks to the birds maybe also. And the other reason why I'm thanking the Backstreet Birds now is because our job is mostly over. We did everything we could to make this event happen for you, to make the best conditions for you to work on the future of training. And just we are leaving the stage now for you. And I hope you will also commit, and hope you will also spend whatever you can to build the dream of creating a new community which will really work, which will really cooperate, create many events like this one. And I also hope you will enjoy working together as we enjoyed here. So from now on, all of us are the participants of the event, and we can start working on it. Thank you. Yeah, so now I leave you to Jerry. He has some cool stuff for you.
Cool. Well, guys, thank you for the attention to all of you. Okay, so what I want now to do is small activities that we will do not only today, but also during the afternoon, like just in the middle of sessions. On the timetable, you will see that there are parts that it's written like social activities. Well, when there are social activities, I will be there, okay? And I will try to deliver them. So now, the first activity that I want to do with you, it's something that is very popular and very funny, which is simply a speed dating event, okay? So we will put in pairs of two, okay? And you will try to describe and talk with a person just for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, you will just switch the person, okay? And well, you have to try to be with people that you don't know and try to connect, okay? Cool. So in a way, we made this look like a square because we wanted to put numbers, okay? So for example, this row, the first one will be 1, the second will be 2, the third 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, okay? And what we will have to do, okay, is what? And you.
You will decide.
Yeah, actually you will be 2. All of us will be 2, okay, because we are. Cool. And we will just go out. You have to find one person that is opposite from you, so it's not if you are 1, you have to be with a 2, okay? And you will have to be 3 minutes talking with this person. At the 3 minutes, I will shout something, and you will have to switch to another person. Okay? Those activities are always very short. They will be made maximum 15 minutes or 20 minutes, okay? But it's just a way of starting the days. Okay? Cool? Let's go out. Like out is here. Yeah.
3 minutes for people or 3 minutes each?
What, sorry?
You will see.
3 minutes each